Hello, everybody, and welcome to another day of English class. To start off the day, we're going to play a game called Pictionary. So basically, the object of the game is to have one drawer in your team to draw an object, and the people in your team must correctly guess the object that you are drawing. Whoever guesses first wins or gets a point. Now, for this game, I will be the drawer, and you guys will be the people, the guys guessing what I'm drawing on the board. And as you can see, I already made two teams, which means that you guys will be split up into two teams. So I will assign each and every one of you a number, and whichever number I assign you on, team 1 goes over there, and team 2 goes over there. Okay? So let's start. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Now, like I said, team 1 goes over there, and team 2 goes over there. So remember, whichever team correctly guesses my drawing first gets a point, and whoever gets the most points wins the game, and whoever wins the game gets a special surprise from me. So let's start the game. Team 1, I heard you say apple. Oh my God, that's right, it is an apple. Okay, so team 1 gets a point. It is a tablet, but it's more specific than that. Team 2, you guys said iPad? Yay! Okay, good job, Team 2. So you guys get a point. All right. Let's see. I think I heard Team 2 guess cat. It is a cat. Okay, good job, Team 2. You guys get another point. Wow, you guys are on the lead. All right, let's see. Oh my God, Team 1, you guys said girl? Oh my God, that is right. Okay, you guys get a point. It seems like both of you guys tied. So I'm gonna have a tiebreaker. And a tiebreaker is that whoever correctly guesses the last drawing gets a point. And that will end the game. No, it's not school, but it is a building. I think I heard Team 1 say house. Yes, it is a house, Team 1, so you guys won the game. And the special prize that I have, you guys, is some candy. And John, since you're from Team 1, can you come over here and get the candy from my desk and pass it around to your teammates? Thank you. So when you guys get the candy, you can't eat it now. Save it for later. You just wait till after class and you can eat it. So put the candy under your desk or in your bags. So remember, you can't eat it during class, just wait till after class. So now we're going to start with the reading activity. Today we'll be reading a book called The Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore. And as you can see, the vocabulary words for today, they are in this book. So I have copies for each and every one of you. So John, can you pass out the copies for everybody? All right, thank you, John. All right, so as you guys look through the book, you will see that there are some words highlighted, and those highlighted words are your vocabulary words. So see, the stories, the word stories is highlighted, and stories is part of your vocabulary words that you're learning today. So, and each highlighted vocabulary word has a sticky note on the side. And the sticky note contains the definition of your vocabulary words. So throughout the book, you'll have every vocabulary word highlighted in yellow and a blue sticky note on the side with the definitions. Okay? All right. So before we start reading the book, we're going to go over the vocabulary words real quick. So the first word we're going to go over is stories. Stories. So you guys repeat after me. So I'm going to say it slow to make sure that, to help you guys say it correctly. Stories. Okay, good job. The next word I'm going to say, and you guys got to repeat after me, is darkened. Darkened. Okay, good job. The next word is wonder. Wonder. Okay, good job. The next word is ground. Ground. Okay, good job. The next word we're going over is nested. Nested. Okay, good job. The next word is comic books. Comic books. Okay, good job. I know you guys might have some trouble saying some of these words, but don't worry, we'll go over them again after the reading. Next word is lost. Lost. Okay, good job. The next word is dictionary. Dictionary. Okay, good job. The next word is stooped. Stooped. Okay, good job. Then the last word is heart. Heart. Okay, good job. All right, now let's start the reading of the book. And while we are reading, I want you guys to follow along as best as you can. So, which means that while I'm reading, try to follow along, follow the words that I'm reading, and try your best to follow along. If you can't, just listen to me. But I still want you to follow along in the book whenever I turn the page. So I want you to at least look at the pictures and figure out what the words, if you can read the words or not. And I will tell you guys when you can turn the page. So when you hear this bell, that will signal you guys to turn the page. So let's practice real quick. Turning the page. All right, let's do it again. Turning the page. All right, it seems like you guys are ready to read the book. All right. Now remember, whenever you hear the bell, you gotta turn the page. The Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore. Let's see. Now try to get to the first page of the book, because that's where we're going to start the reading. First page of this book. Is everybody there? Okay, now let's start. Morris Lessmore loved words. He loved stories. He loved books. His life was a book of his own writing, one orderly page after another. He would open it every morning and write of his joys and sorrows, of all that he knew and everything that he'd hoped for. But every story has its upsets. One day the sky darkened, the winds blew and blew. Till everything Morris knew was scattered, even the words of his book. Oh wow, that was strong. He didn't know what to do or which way to go, so he began to wonder and wonder. Then a happy bit of happenstance came his way. Rather than looking down, as had become his habit, Morris Lessmore looked up. Drifting through the sky above him, Morris saw a lovely lady. She was being pulled along by a festive squadron of flying books. Oh, that's so cool, flying books and a pretty lady. Don't you guys think she's pretty? Yeah, I think so too. Morris wondered if his book could fly, but it couldn't. It would only fall to the ground with a depressing thud. The flying lady knew Morris simply needed a good story, so she sent him her favorite. The book was an amiable fellow and urged Morris to follow him. The book led him to an extraordinary building where many books apparently nested. Morris slowly walked inside and discovered the most mysterious and inviting room he had ever seen. It was filled with the fluttering of countless pages, and Morris could hear the faint chatter of 1,000 different stories, as if each book was whispering, an invitation to adventure. Then his new friend flew up to him and landed on his arm. It held itself open as if hoping to be read. The room rustled to life, and so Morris's life among the books began. Morris tried to keep the books in some sort of order, but they always mixed themselves up. The tragedies needed cheering up and would visit with the comedies. The encyclopedias, weary of facts, would relax with the comic books and fictions. All in all, it was an agreeable jumble. Morris found great satisfaction in caring for the books, gently fixing those with fragile bindings and unfolding the dog-eared pages of others. This is what they mean by dog ears. When you fold the corner of the page, that's dog-eared. Sometimes, Morris would become lost in a book and scarcely emerge for days. Morris liked to share the book with others. Sometimes it was a favorite that everyone loved, and other times he found a lonely little volume whose tale was seldom told. Everyone's story matters, said Morris, and all the books agreed. At night, after all the stories that needed telling had been told, and everyone had settled down to their proper places on the shelves, the great big dictionary would get in the last word, Z. It means that he's sleeping. It was then that Morris Lesmore would once again write in his own book. He wrote of his joys and sorrows, of all that he knew, and everything that he'd hoped for. The days passed, so did the months. And then years and years. And Morris Lesmore became stooped and crinkly, but the books never changed. The stories stayed the same. Now his old friends took care of him the way he had once cared for them, and they read themselves to him each night. Then one day, he filled the last page in his book. He looked up and said with a bittersweet sigh, "I guess it's time for me to move on." The books were sorry, but they understood. Morris put on his hat and took his cane. As he went to the door, he turned and smiled, then waved goodbye. "I'll carry you all in here," he said, and pointed to his heart. The books waved their pages, and Morris Lesmore flew away. And as he flew, he changed back to the way he'd been that long ago day when they'd all first met. The books were quiet for a while. Then they noticed that Morris Lesmore had left something behind. "It's his book," said his oldest friend. Inside was Morris's story, all of his joys and sorrows, all that he knew, and everything that he'd hoped for. Then the books heard a small, expectant sound. There in the doorway was a little girl. She looked around with wonder. Then something fantastic happened. Morris Lesmore's book flew up to her and opened its pages. The girl began to read, and so our story ends as it began, with the opening of a book. The end. So like I said before, we're going to go over through the vocabulary words again, except this time y'all will be looking for the vocabulary words in each book, and I will write the vocabulary words on the board. While you guys are looking in the book, it will be like a race. So while you guys are looking, you show us the page that you found it on and tell us the definition. Okay? Okay. So, go ahead. The first word will be stories. It seems like John, he got it. Okay, so show us the page and give us the definition. Okay, thank you. The next word is wonder. Wonder. Okay. And Chloe thinks you found it. Alright, so show us the page and give us the definition. Okay, good. Thank you. The next word is darken. Darken. Jose, you found it. Okay, good. Show us the page and give us a definition. Okay, thank you. The next word is nested. Nested. It seems like Courtney found it this time. All right, Courtney. So show us the page that you found it on and give us a definition. Okay, thank you. The next book is ground. Ground. Josh, you found it. Okay, so show us the page and give us a definition. Okay, thank you. So the next word is comic books. Comic books. And let me see. Oh, okay. Joe, you got it. Show us the page and tell us the definition. All right, thank you. Next the next word is heart. All right, and Joe, you found it this time. Okay, so give us a definition and tell us where you found it. Show us where you found it. All right, thank you. Next word is lost. Lost. It seems like Joe, you found it this time. All right, Joe, give us a definition and show us where you found it. All right, good. Okay, next book is dictionary. Dictionary. Okay. Amy, you found it. Okay, show us where you found it and give us a definition. Okay, good. Thank you. And last but not least is student. Kim, you found it. Okay, so give us a definition and show us where you found it. Okay, good. Thank you. So now that we went through all the vocabulary words and I wrote the definitions on the board, I would like for you guys to make a poster. Now, each and every one of you is not going to make a poster by itself. I will pair you guys up into groups of 2. So each group or pair will work on a poster together. And not only will you make a poster, you will have this index card. I'll give you guys an index card, and you write the word and the definition and an example sentence. Now you can't pick your own vocabulary word to work on. I will assign each group a vocabulary word to work on. So this is my poster that I made, and I chose the word dictionary, and I drew a dictionary and a dictionary that's open with the words and the meanings and my name on it. So this is what it looks like. So just make a big poster, and I wrote my name on the bottom, so make sure that both of you guys write your name on the bottom of your poster. And after you're done, you tape your index card on the bottom, on the right side of your poster, and tape on the bottom of your poster. And we will post the poster on that side of the wall where it says vocabulary words / arts and crafts. And we will post it on the wall so that way everybody can see your artwork. Now I'm gonna make sure that each and every one of you are doing something. So one person will be drawing on the poster, and the other will be writing the definition down and the sentence on the index card. So, and not only will you do that, but after you guys are done with your posters, you guys are going to present in front of the class. So each group will present their poster and their index card, and whichever one that you're doing, whoever drew the poster will have to present the poster is tell us how your picture that you drew represents the vocabulary word. And whoever wrote the index card will present the index card, okay? And I will call each group one by the end of class. And if you're having trouble with the vocabulary word, you guys can come to me if you need extra help. Don't worry about not coming up to me. You can always come up to me if you need some extra help. Okay? Okay. So while the students are working on their posters, my idea to call them out at the end of class for presenting, I will have a deck of cards. It could be index cards or some playing cards, and each card will have their group's name on it, and I will shuffle them so that way I can call them by random, and so that way they don't think that I'm calling them in a specific order. So as I'm shuffling them, I will pick out one card and it'll be upside down. So that way I don't know whose name is going to be, and I will call each group out, each group one at a time. So now, thank you everybody for presenting. So now we got the homework. The homework for tonight, actually, is that you'll be watching the short film of the book that we read. Yes, there is a short film, and this is the homework assignment that you'll be doing. And basically, you gotta watch a short film, and then find the vocabulary words on this page. Find the vocabulary words in the short film, right where you found it. So the stop point is like when you pause a video, it gives you a number. Like, let's say I found the word stories at 2:11. You write this number down on your paper. Under the vocabulary word. So after you write your stop point, it shows where you got it. Describe the scene that you found it on. And make sure that you do that for all of the vocabulary words. And I also provided you a link that you could go on to. I will also email the link to your parents for easier access, but if your parents can't open the email and open the link is right there on your homework sheet, okay? All right, guys, thank you, and thank you for spending your class time with me, and I hope you have a good rest of the day. Thank you.